stink. Like, I bet they're like, holy shit, why can't she just fix her feet?
Welcome back to Long Story Short with Linda and
Kaylee.
We are back more excited than ever. We're going to talk about... Okay, so our plan is to listen to some stories. We want your opinion, so comment down below if...
Comment down below.
Baloney.
Am I the asshole for kicking my wife out after she punched my mom in the face? For some reason, what'd your mom do? My immediate gut reaction is no. My immediate gut reaction is the mother-in-law deserved it. Let's see. My situation went from bad to worse in a matter of a week, and I don't know where else to turn. I need to know if I was wrong. My wife and I have been together for 8 years, and she just gave birth to our first and last baby 2 months ago. Up until my wife got pregnant, my mom loved her. I'm not sure what the fuck is going on with my mom or why the switch happened, but after my wife got pregnant, my mom started being very clingy to me and started avoiding my wife at all costs. Told everyone she wasn't excited about the pregnancy, etc. I threatened to go no contact with her when my wife was about 7 months along, and after that, she snapped out of it for the most part and stopped being so ignorant. The comments 100% stopped, at least, though she was still clinging to me. Now, a week ago, my mom, my sister, my sister's husband, and my sister's daughter, 12, came over for dinner. I prepared the meal. Before my wife could eat anything, our daughter got fussy, so my wife excused herself to go feed the baby and get her down to sleep. I thought I prepared enough, but apparently not, because my niece was still starving. Parentheses, she's 5'5" and 190 pounds. I haven't seen her in a year, and she was not that size then, so I didn't exactly portion in an extra 3 helpings for a child, so that's on me.
Is that just like a snarky remark?
I don't know what the fuck that was. I apologized and told her that I hadn't made any more and offered her crackers, as I was putting my wife's portion into the fridge. After that, I just went outside with my sister's husband to smoke a cigarette and shoot the breeze. Didn't think anything of it. But then I hear yelling from inside. When I walk in, my wife and my mom were screaming at each other. Apparently my mom, who saw me put my wife's food away, gave my niece my wife's portion of food. As I was walking inside, I heard my mom say, quote, "Looks like you can afford to skip a meal," and slapped my wife's stomach. Right as soon as I get ready to step in, literally fast walking towards them, yelling, "Enough!" my wife winds back and punches my mom square in the face and drops her.
Where are these people? It's in Florida. This is in Florida or Texas. I know it. It's
Beach.
Connecticut.
The whole house went silent outside of my mom crying and holding her face. I tell everyone to get the fuck out. Immediately, everyone leaves, and my wife just turned towards the counter and leans with her hands on the counter, face down, eyes closed. I look at my wife and say, "You too, leave, now." She says, "Really?" She's crying at this point. I say a clipped, "Yep." She packs up her and the baby and leaves. I text her that night and say, "I just need space. I need to decompress and come to terms with what just happened." She doesn't respond. The next 5 days, I'm texting and calling, and I get nothing. She shows up here today, so now 8 days later, and hands me divorce paperwork and my baby and says, "Here, you have a bit to hang out with her while I pack. While I'm breastfeeding, we can work out a visitation schedule that is either at your place or my mother's until she will take a bottle." I told her, that's not what I want. I don't want to separate. I just needed time to process her punching my mother in the face. She said, quote, "You needing time to process gave me time to process the fact that I refuse to be in this situation any longer. I defended myself. I initially felt bad and remorseful, but you making me leave when I needed you made me see more clear. I'm done. I'm sorry for what I did, but there's no fixing this." She refused to speak to me at all the rest of the time she was there. My house feels so empty, and I don't know what to do. Am I the asshole for making her leave after she punched my mom?
First, comment down below.
Yeah,
You have to do it. We'll give you a second.
Yeah, give your opinion.
Here's my thing, is at the end of the video, the wife supposedly said, "I realize this situation, I'm not going to let it happen any longer." So I don't think this was the first time that stuff was happening and the husband wasn't standing up for the wife.
Well, all the comments, I mean, I don't know, because he was like, "I threatened my mom to go no contact."
Oh, but
I'm in danger.
I don't think she should have punched her in the face. Personally,
I don't know
think she
about
should have
punch
done
in
that.
the face. I think maybe get out of my house would have been sufficient. But a punch in the face, you gotta be fed up to that point.
But also, what he did, get out.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild.
That's him shutting off. That's him like not even wanting to talk about it.
He's like, "Oh, I need to process my emotions." I'm all for processing your emotions, but you can't just like kick your wife out of your house.
With a baby, bro.
With a baby on her hip. She's a redneck woman. I agree. These people are definitely from Florida or Texas. Maybe Oklahoma even, for all we know. In the end, I think everybody's in
I
the situation.
think everybody.
Everybody messed up. Apart from the little niece that just wanted more food. Actually, no. I think she messed up too. She could have
honestly-
looked at the situation and been like, yo, auntie, I don't need more food.
Am I the asshole for not giving the mother of my dead husband's child his possessions? Me, 30 female, and my husband got married when we were 25, after 6 years. He passed away in an accident in April. A few weeks before the accident, I found out that he had a one-night stand with a woman who he works with. When he died, I hadn't decided yet what was going to happen in our relationship. We entered counseling and were still living together, but obviously it was hectic. As I wasn't sure if we were going to divorce, I decided not to tell our families, and only confided in a few close friends and my therapist. I didn't want opinions from everyone. I also didn't tell his family when he died. There was no reason to. A few weeks ago, the affair partner reached out to me. She's 5 months pregnant and preparing to raise the baby. She wanted me to tell his family because she wants her child to have a relationship with his family and be connected to his culture. I said I wouldn't do this and simply pass along their contact information. Shit hit the fan. I am close with his brothers and I thought they were going to raise him from the dead and kill him again. Apologies for the dark humor. They're coming around to the idea of having a relationship with the baby, but I do not want to, nor has the mother offered, which is fine. The mother has gotten back in touch with me to ask for some of my husband's possessions. She wants his clothes, his books, his record collection, and bizarrely, his wedding ring. For the baby to feel connected to its father. I made it very clear to her that I would be giving her nothing of the sort. His parents and brother have some of his stuff, and she can access things like that through them. She kept pushing, and I lost my temper, and called her an outrageous bitch who should find some shame. I wouldn't be opposed to passing some of the stuff along to the child via my in-laws when they're older and can appreciate it. Not the wedding ring, which was the worst request in my opinion, but other sentimental stuff. I've also retained a lawyer to look into whether I owe the child any money legally from my husband's passing. If I don't, I may set up a trust fund for them when they're an adult with his money, because I really don't need it, and that seems fair. I just do not want to give this woman all I have left of my husband. I really do not trust her with any of it.
No.
Obviously, she thinks I'm a bitter, raging monster bitch and an asshole, and my in-laws are divided. My in-laws are largely supportive, but some think that I need to give some of his stuff to her and the baby. Some of his brothers have told me that they're sympathetic, but that I'm behaving like an asshole in the baby by not co-parenting for the sake of the child. I'm unsure whether the complicated grief is clouding my judgment. Am I the asshole?
I would be livid. I would be
Yeah,
like,
they went through like counseling and all that. They went through like a bunch of
but
stuff.
then he immediately died.
I'm going with you.
And you can tell Jesus, hey,
My bad, bro.
I didn't mean to do all that. You send me some problems downstairs, bro. It sounds like the baby mama has this like whole fascination around him.
Bro, why do you want his wedding ring for the baby that's not even born?
She's only 5 months along. That's what was in my
Only
brain.
5 months along.
And
And
you want
she
a
wants-
red. I did like the solution that the wife gave. I will give some of the stuff to the in-laws who can give it to the baby down the line when they're older and they can appreciate it. I didn't like how the brothers of the dead dude kept saying, well, co-parenting. That ain't my baby. Also, it doesn't sound like baby mama even wants the wife in this.
I don't think so either. I think she's just using her.
Okay, your husband's dead, but I and now I'm gonna have his kid.
I would have been like, well, he's dead, so I don't know what you want from me. Resorting to cheating, that means that there's issues in the relationship. And that he
I
didn't
don't
even.
know about that. I think people sometimes just make mistakes.
I don't think sticking your in a woman is a mistake. That's a choice.
No, I think it's a choice, but it's a mistakeful choice.
Wait.
Bitch, you better be joking.
If I found out, that would be more, I'd be like, and if he was upset, you're only upset because I found out. But if he came to me and he was like, listen, this is what I did, I'd be like, okay, let's talk this through. But if I found out, I would be more inclined.
What did he tell you? What did he tell you?
He'd be like, listen, I slept with Stacy last week.
no,
like,
that's also f***ing bull. I think it's a universal thing that cheating is like. I think the only thing that's above cheating is probably like domestic violence. I mean, I can't think of anything.
And murder.
You're a goner. You're for sure separated.
Am I the asshole for not trusting my mother-in-law anymore? I, 28 female, have never had an issue with my mother-in-law, 68, before, and actually thought that I was pretty lucky in the mother-in-law department. Until recently, that is, when my then boyfriend, 28 male, now husband, and I was going to announce our pregnancy to our parents, my mother-in-law surprised us and said she already knew. Because I was sending out signals. I wasn't showing her anything, so I thought it must have been a small signal that someone who had been pregnant themselves would notice. And she refused to tell me what I had done. That gave it away. And said I would just not do that in front of her next time. But no hard feelings. It's the first grandchild for both families, so the joy is never ending. A couple of months later, my boyfriend and I decided that we want to get married. But we don't really want fancy parties and decided to just invite our moms out for dinner and then accidentally visit the courthouse first and then surprise them. After the wedding, my mother-in-law again said that she knew, and I was the one who had given her the signals. I was choked because I had not spoken to her at all, other than inviting her out for dinner to celebrate the baby's gender. The rest of the day went well and was filled with joy, but I did notice my mom, 58, and mother-in-law whispering a lot to each other. When we got home, I went to my mom's and asked what it was all about. She's our neighbor. She said that I was not allowed to tell my husband, but my mother-in-law never logged out of his Samsung account when she got his old phone, so she can see our messenger conversation. I was furious. She has been reading me and my husband's texts for God knows how long. Every picture I had sent him from the scans at the clinics and pictures we send each other of ring designs we liked. I didn't send signals. I only texted my husband like every other couple does. I told my husband, and he wasn't nearly as mad as me. He was more mad on my behalf. And now I honestly don't know.
My heart's like racing.
And now I honestly don't know how to feel. I feel betrayed by a person I love and respected. And since I learned this, every little thing my mother-in-law does actually pisses me off. And I hate this feeling. My husband is asking if I want him to talk to her, but I don't want to have them at each other's throats. But one thing I know is that I will never trust my mother-in-law the same way again.
She really didn't do anything, not a punch to the f***ing face.
I was waiting. Bro, okay, a lot of couples, you know.
Allegedly.
Imagine that's your mom reading all of your texts, bro. It's not just to him and his wife, it's all of his texts.
Oh, true.
It's everything.
No. You know who I really have the beef with? Her mom. Why though?
The wife's mom?
Yeah.
Because she's a
Why the f have you not told me?
Oh, yeah. I think it's me and my husband need to talk to her together and be like, yo, listen.
No.
This is not right.
No. I don't think so.
I think it's a together thing. I don't think it's because obviously her husband didn't care. If my husband was just as about it, I'd be like, oh yeah, babe, you can go. You go. You go around that Popeye.
It's not that he didn't give a f, it's that he wasn't as mad as as her.
No, she said he was only really mad on her behalf.
Yeah.
He wasn't even mad. He was just mad because she was mad.
It's weird. I think if you guys are gonna talk to them separately. Don't think that I think it's like, you go talk to your mom, I'll go talk to my mom.
If it was, they both knew and they were both conspiring, it needs to be together. If it was, oh, well, the mom kind of did it, kind of only knew that night, and then she told, but still it was weird how she said, oh, don't tell your husband. She needs a talking to with both of them. The dude's mom needs a talking to with both of them. The husband is not mad. He's only mad because his wife's boundaries got crossed.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're not marriage counselors and we're not family counselors.
Imagine if
we're here.
Imagine if we were. Alrighty. Moving on to the next.
Oh, which one is it? Okay, I have devised a really fun game for Linda to play. It's called. What did I say? What did they answer? Woo! So, how's this game show gonna be played? I'm gonna give Linda a clip. Of a contestant or somebody saying something on TV.
The question?
The question.
And I'm gonna answer
Linda
it.
is gonna answer it of what she thinks the contestant said. So the first one is one of the best answers I've ever heard on national TV.
Recent polls have shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think this is?
I think that a fifth of America cannot locate where the United States, what is it?
Where the United States?
Where the United States is, because the map that they might have shown them didn't have labels.
Bombastic side eye.
Another reason why a fifth of America can't locate the United States is because we have horrible school systems.
And you think that's what she said? Or what you said?
I don't know.
Okay, listen to this.
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such as, and I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. Or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries, so we will be able to build up our future.
Bro, you just know that she was herself.
Bro, I know she heard that and she was like,
But they don't know how to locate because they don't have maps. in
yeah,
South
they don't have
Asia,
maps and
South Asia
and whereas, hereas, whereas, and as.
If there were no rules in your life for one day and you could be outrageous, what would you do?
Personally, I would rob a bank.
Broke people should never laugh!
But I don't know. I don't know what she's gonna say.
This is what she said.
I would eat everything in the world. You do not understand. I would eat everything twice.
But I want you to see how they have to. Have you ever watched the Miss America thing? Or I mean the Miss Worldwide? Miss Worldwide Pitbull.
Okay, Pitbull.
Yeah, so they have to walk up, and they have to yell their country with so much pride.
Bro, what? Go back a little bit.
So many people. If you guys don't know, we live near a campus, a college campus. And one of the main things I've always said is college kids scare me. And so we're driving, we're right down this one road, and we're going to get froyo. And all of a sudden this truck pulls up beside us, and I only see one girl in that truck. There's 500 million dudes, and I was like, oh, she's gonna have a rough night.
That's horrible.
Then there was like 5, 6 other girls that get out of the car. Regardless, that's still a trek of a journey to get through. Okay, so this is your rules, okay, how to play. So green is, that means that's where the letter is, okay? Yellow means it's in the word, but it's not in the right spot. And if it's gray, that means it's not there at all.
Okay.
Do you get that?
Sure.
You're trying to guess this word in that many guesses of a 5-letter word.
But there's nothing that I can go off of?
You just go.
We'll start with A.
No, bro, it's a word.
Oh, water.
And then press enter.
Where?
Down the bottom.
Bro, this sucks. Already. That's not even a word. Rattle. Rattle. Cattle.
Nope.
Oh, dang it. This is so hard. I don't know words. I need help.
You know why I did this? So
Why?
we could prove we don't know how to read.
Look at that.
Wow, guys, let's get a round of applause for that. Let me do a first wordle today.
Bro, that was hard.
The word was short, as in the Jersey one.
What do we say? Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.
Don't do this every
I know. Why do I forget?
No.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Watch last week's video and all the other videos before. We love you so much. Bye.
Bye.
Right, bye.
Right, bye.
Afro Circus.